Hey everyone, and welcome back to Open Wepa. That's right, we're gonna start off with a Wepa as we rev up for this year's Dominican Day Parade. And we welcome back our last guest, who is Dominican American born, a multidisciplinary artist, educator, and master of languages, Møya Rey, with the upbeat tones and percussion derived from multicultural influences of Caribbean, West Africa, Europe, and the United States. Møya continues to take her soulful and melodic voice to new heights in multiple languages such as English, Spanish, French, and Portuguese. And bueno, we welcome her back to our open artist stage. I know we're already ready to jump into it. Let's give it up for multidisciplinary artist, Møya Rey. I know you got my.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
Hello, Polyglot.
Yes,
Welcome
period.
back, Polyglot.
Thank you.
Rapper.
I love your energy. It's great to be back. I'm so grateful to be here.
Oh my gosh, we're grateful that you're available to be here because it's summertime, right? Because the one thing I didn't mention is that you're a professor. You're a university professor.
Yes, and well, I'm here because I don't have to teach.
Exactly, that's my point.
Summertime.
That's what I'm talking about. Summertime. And
I can't with you.
and no, we have to because I love everything about what you're doing. I love the fact that you blend different languages, right? That seems to be another theme occurring in today's show.
Oh, I love that.
A lot of fusion going on, right? I also love the fact that while you are a professor, you are still pursuing your passion with your artistry, your music, and you incorporate your ability to speak different languages. So let's talk a little bit about, first let's talk about you balancing out being a professor and being a musician and an artist.
Okay, well, I'm an adjunct, so I feel like that in of itself allows me a lot of flexibility. I don't have to do what I was doing before, which was teaching at a charter school, 7 to 5. That was not balancing nothing.
Right.
But now as an adjunct,
tell me how you feel. Tell me.
but now as an adjunct, I do have a lot of flexibility and a great chair. So like she understands that I am trying to be there for my students and also be there for myself.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure my students have had it with me where I be playing my DJ mixes for them while they do their independent work. And I'm always telling them to, QR scan my music.
To QR scan your music? You're hilarious. Well, I would imagine you look like one of the students, right? So I'm
Definitely.
sure they're surprised when they walk in and they see you. They're like, oh, you're a professor?
Yeah, they definitely are a little bit gagged at first. Where they're like, oh, she's young. I'm like, yes, I'm one of y'all a little bit. But, we're going to get, I start off very strict at first, and then I kind of peel back the layers.
And what do you teach?
I teach Black and Latino studies at Baruch College.
Yes, that's what we need. Keep going. And then you're able to throw in some little peppered languages to show them that you're global.
Yeah, period. Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, and it's represented in your music, but I think it's hilarious that you be walking around with QR codes.
Well, I just put it on the projector.
Like, in between the actual curriculum.
No, like by the time
it's your break music.
No, like by the time we get to like week 5, we peel back the layers a little bit. I let them know a little bit about me. We start off professional, keep it cute, and then I'm like, by the way, y'all, I'm not just here to teach y'all. Scan my QR code.
Yeah, no, you're done with the culture. You're done with the
Yeah.
culture. And I say culture in the sense of like another theme that has presented itself in this particular episode is the intergenerational, right? And so I happened to see this video of you grading papers. I hope we show it because
Yes, I hope you show it.
I found it to be hilarious, right? Now,
Yes.
for some people, I don't know, it's a matter of taste because, she's very classic and very, official, right? Because, that's how one perceives the professor, right? But then you switch it into a twerking professor. And the fact is that you are a professor. So it's not even you like, you know, imitating or playing a gag. I mean, the gag is on yourself. Well, no, not really. You're like, yo, this is who I am.
This is just me outside of class. Like, this is me during hours and this is me after hours. But like that video is actually, what goes viral are all my teaching videos. I have one that has like 750K views. And I don't know, it's like my Coachella content was going crazy too. One of them was like, I just had a laptop and I was just being funny, like, when students are emailing you, but you at J Balvin at Coachella, and that has like 150K views, and it's just like, it's just funny. It's like for fun, you know, like, because then students find me online and then they see that I have a personality. I'm not just there to be telling them about their grammar and about this paragraph needs to be reworked, or like, you didn't get, you know, the historical timeline about the industrial prison complex, or, you know, it's not just about the facts. Like, you can also bring your personality to the classroom, and like, we can have fun, and like, there's a way to bring both into the setting. You know, it's not just about code switching and respectability politics.
Yeah, I like that you're even bringing that up, because the relatability, it does matter, and it is important. And the fact that you're able to code switch in your teaching process, I personally feel is a lot more impactful when you're speaking or teaching in an urban environment, because it's like we were saying when we had the other guest on, the Music Cats, you know, the next generation listens to the next generation. Like, it's like minds listen to like minds, right? So not to say that you have to always be like that, but sometimes it's a lot more inspiring, and it's a lot more enrolling to have somebody that looks like you, that sounds like you, and is traveling and still remains themselves, right? Because that's the other part. It's like, oh, everybody's really anxious to get out, and it's like, well, what do you mean get out? Like, no, it's about stepping out and bringing it back, which is obviously what you do.
It's definitely like a hard line to balance, because obviously I'm Gen Z just like them, so I don't want to get too comfortable, or like, that's something I had to learn, because I had to make sure to learn to keep a veil, just for professionalism purposes. Like, you don't want to overshare or have them overshare with you. It's just like, it's a work setting, and I had to learn that because I am young, so it's like learning with the process of like how to be a professional in a setting. Like, I felt like I was just thrown into a job after the pandemic.
Right.
I had to work, like,
right.
You know, like, we all have to work. So it's kind of like I get to do something that I'm passionate about, which is talk about like Black and Latino struggles, and then like kind of also advocate for like insurgent citizenship, and then also like having spaces in the classroom where we can do artistic projects in these settings. I encourage students to do podcasts, maybe write a song, maybe, I don't know, a presentation. Like, it doesn't all have to be so cookie cut out, like always an essay. That's how I felt like I learned the most. I even like,
everybody learns differently too.
Exactly, that's my point.
Everybody learns differently, and everybody like also processes differently.
Exactly,
and right now, I think we're living in a society of like ADHD, right? Without having to be diagnosed. So the idea is really to bring it back to like center,
I agree
whatever it takes.
Yeah, it's just making it like more accessible to students, and like speaking to what they like, and like just catering to what they might need. Also, it's also culture shock. There are students that are older than me, and that's also a reality, you know? So not feeling like entitled to like think that I govern their space. Like, what do you want from the classroom? What do you want to take away from this? How can we kind of build the syllabus together in some ways?
Sounds like a democracy to me. Ooh, did I say that?
Is it a brat summer?
Yeah, woo, brat summer, meowing, I might add. Okay, I've been meowing. Okay,
oh my gosh.
I know, I can't help myself. And this is lovely what you've been sharing with us, and it also loans itself to your artistry as well, and your music, and the fact that you incorporate different languages, which also allows people to understand that you're continental. You've visited different parts of the world, and you've experienced different cultures.
Yes, I actually went to Brazil earlier this year, which is really fun. It's like been my goal, because I literally learned Portuguese just to be able to go to Brazil. So that was finally fruitful, because I learned that in college. And that's something that I encourage my students to, like, please pick up another language. Like, you get to travel, you get to meet other people of the diaspora, like whatever diaspora you want to connect with, right? So it's kind of like, learn a new language, have fun, travel. I'm always telling them, get a travel credit card. I don't know, but like, whenever that time is available to you, right, to get one, because you get to travel for free. That's another thing. I miss travel for free out here. That's something I love to talk about.
Okay, good. We're going to have a conversation about that on another segment.
Period.
Right? Oh, yes. Oh, no. I want to learn about this travel for free. Who doesn't, right? I'm like, what? What you know? Oh, no. You got to share that with me. But before we run out of time, we got to talk about the songs that you're going to be presenting, because the last time you were here, you presented Transatlantic Calls. And I know since then you had the, this is French, Tourbillon. Tourbillon.
Yes.
And then today, you're going to be presenting something exclusive solely for us.
Yes.
That hasn't even been released yet.
Yes, I haven't released it yet. It's called Bronx Whine to Amapiano. So it's the third single that I'll be releasing this summer. The first one was Je pense à toi. It was a Brazilian funky remix. So like I said, I went to Brazil. I kind of wanted just to remix this Afrobeat version that I had of the song. Love Brazilian funky, so that's out. And then Tourbillon, I just dropped as well a couple weeks ago. Not performing that one just because there's a male vocalist on the song. So I was kind of like,
yeah, to honor the fact that there's another artist involved. Yeah.
But Bronx Whine to Amapiano, that song, y'all need to get ready for that.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, because it's really going to be that thing.
It's going to be that thing?
Yes.
That's a wonderful way to have them hooked, which means do not go anywhere, mi gente, because Møya Rey is going to perform that for us after the break, and you don't want to miss. So stay right there. Hey everyone, welcome back here now to perform exclusively in our Open Artist Spotlight, Bronx Whine to Amapiano. Let's give it up for Møya Rey.
If you want me, gotta let me know. If you want me, gotta let me know. If you want me, gotta let me know. If you want me, gotta let it show.
Bronx Whine to Amapiano. 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 Bronx Whine to Amapiano.
Loaded up the clip, I'm spraying ammo. Know you niggas like the way my words flow. Walking in New York like I'm Brooklyn's finest. Looking at my mans, he knows what the time is. Tell him call it Uber cause I ain't wanna write it. I'm talking alignment. Giving all my love is not a consignment.
Bronx Whine to Amapiano. Bronx Whine to Amapiano. Bronx Whine to Amapiano. Bronx Whine to Amapiano. Bronx Whine to Amapiano.
Gotta let me know.
Bronx Whine to Amapiano.
Gotta let me know.
Bronx Whine to Amapiano.
Gotta let me know. If you want me, gotta let it show.
Bronx Whine to Amapiano. 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 Bronx Whine to Amapiano.
Meet me at the bodega. If you got munchies, just say that. Back off my mans, I don't play that. Geez, I'll munch, it's time to replay that. To replay that. If you want me, gotta let me know. If you want me, gotta let me know. If you want me, gotta let me know. If you want me, gotta let it show.
Bronx Whine to Amapiano. 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 Bronx Whine to Amapiano.
We bang y'all wine after party. The parents life of the party. Pop pop front of the tourist. Drop drop, drop drop. Party. Wind up your body. Party. Wind up your body. Party. Wind up your body. C'est méchant.
Bronx Whine to Amapiano.
Woo! All right. Definitely has a ring to it. Bronx Whine to Amapiano. All right. Everybody, Møya Rey once again. Woo, that has a nice ring to it. Bronx Whine to Amapiano. And you guys were the first to hear it. What a treat. Woo! All right, once again, if you're interested in the release and more on Møya Rey, be sure to follow Møya on Instagram at MøyaMusic_. Bueno, mi gente, that's our show today. Thanks to all our guests for coming through, to your viewers for tuning in. If you missed any part of the show, you can check out this episode throughout the weekend, 24 hours a day at BronxNet TV. I'm Rina Valentin, and from all of us here at Open, may the universe provide paz, prosperity, y amor. And once again, Bronx Whine, Amapiano, right? Woo!